Hiya, I'm Rhys Coombs from Young Independents, and I'm here today with Neil Hamilton, UKIP's candidate today in the Newport West by-election. So obviously today UKIP achieved 8.6%, growing more than any other party in terms of vote share. What do you think that means for UKIP and where we go from here?
Well, it means that we've recovered a good part of what we lost between 2015 and the period after the referendum. So we've stabilised the party. We've been through a difficult time with that idiot Henry Bolton as the leader, which made us a laughing stock. And it's no wonder that people drifted away. Also, I think people have woken up to the fact that our job wasn't done with the referendum result, and in order to deliver on the referendum result we still need to have UKIP breathing down the necks of the other parties, particularly the Conservative Party, because they're in government at Westminster and Theresa May is subverting and sabotaging the whole thing.
And what do you think caused this massive shift towards UKIP? Was it Brexit? Was it Tommy Robinson? Was it something else? Was it a mixture?
Well, we couldn't afford to have lots of campaign materials, and we obviously had a limited number of boots on the ground, whereas Labour and the Tories are very established in Newport and they could bus in people from outside. So I think that our message is getting through by a variety of means, and this was a by-election where we managed to find out where our best areas of support were, and we capitalised on that. And so that's what we'll be doing in future in election campaigns. And I think what UKIP needs to learn from this is that we need to organise more supporters to come in from outside in by-elections so that we maximise our footprint on the ground. There are lots of parts of this constituency that never saw a UKIP campaigner or canvasser, and that's a shame, because otherwise we would have done even better than we did.
And if you look at where we were about a year ago in the polls today, we were sort of at 3–4%. Do you think that this massive shift since then is going to continue growing, or do you think we've reached our peak?
No, I think that we're in the business of recovering credibility at the minute. In 2015, we got 4 million votes in the UK in the general election. If we had a performance equivalent to this today in a general election, we'd probably be getting something like 2.5 million, something of that kind. So we've clawed back a good deal of support from where we were, as you rightly say, a year ago when we were flat on our backs. And it takes a long time, to recover credibility when we lose it as spectacularly as we did with Henry Bolton. But Gerard Batten, I think, has done a great job in stabilising the party, in restoring our finances in particular, although we spent minute amount of money in this campaign, probably about £7,000, I guess. God knows how much the Renew Party, they had a plane buzzing around which must have cost £7,000 on its own. So there's clearly multi-million pound support coming from somewhere there. If we had that kind of support, think of the impact that we could make. And
lastly, do you believe that this massive surge in support for UKIP, do you think that that will be going somewhere? Do you think that the Tories and Labour are going to be scared of that, or do you think that the Tories and Labour are just going to brush it off and they'll go no further?
Well, I've no doubt that if we are going to have European elections, that we will slaughter the Tories and Labour, because in a system which is based on PR, we know UKIP's support is mammothly bigger than under First Past the Post. First Past the Post is a very brutal electoral system which squeezes out small parties and perpetuates the cabal of Labour and the Tories. And that's what we've got to break in British politics. We've got to get PR so that the people's vote means something, and people are not voting for their second or third best option, but they're voting for the party they really want to vote for.
Neil Hamilton, thank you.
Thank you.
Labour's Ruth Jones is now the new MP for the constituency after receiving 9,308 votes, although turnout was low at just 37.1%, down from 67.5% at the last general election in 2017. The Conservatives came second with 7,357 votes, and UKIP came third with 2,023 votes, increasing their share to 8.6%, ahead of both the Liberal Democrats and and Plaid Cymru. Meanwhile, the Labour and Conservative parties both saw their share of the vote decrease from the last election, as UKIP, Plaid Cymru and the Lib Dems all increased their share of the vote.
If you want to support a return to proper parliamentary democracy and for Britain to unite to make a success of Brexit, join UKIP today. Go to www.ukip.org or phone us on 0333 800 6800.